Maybe she's just a spy.
You just said that like you'd made like a great revelation. I mean, like that's what
No, I mean, obviously it was sitting on the back burner, but I'm just moving that pot to the front now.
Yeah, now move that to the front, stir it around a bit.
Crank it up, watch it boil.
Yeah.
Throw some crawfish in there.
Yeah.
Start licking those lips.
Okay. I don't know why we went that direction.
This guy has all the correct motivation. I love that he says he's high all the time except for this one day. He's like, yeah, I'm always stoned. I wasn't that day. And that his priorities, that he's got a fucking dead show to go to.
And here's the thing. If he was this forthcoming with police officers who may charge him for criminal offenses, I have to imagine he was this forthcoming in the job interview.
Oh, for sure.
So it's almost on the museum themselves for hiring this man. Almost as if like he was walked up on and he had to run.
Yeah, just, ooh, better murder this one quickly.
Yeah, I'd tell them that. I want the top house. I want the top room.
You can't just move into a town.
No,
so you can't just move into a town and take a house.
I don't think you heard me.
What?
I want the best house in your neighborhood, and I want it stocked with food,
Sir,
furnished, and I want servants as well. I want butlers, and you're gonna be one of them.
Sir, you can't, I'm not gonna be I'm the mayor, sir.
No, that's not how this is going down.
Oh, shit.
Your outfit's in my car. I'll expect you at my house later, 8 a.m. Leave the keys under the mat.
Yes, sir, Mr. Goldsworth. Good Goldsworth. What a story. Goldsworth. It's really coming into his own.
You talking to me?
Father Gary Brandon even told investigators that Bobby Jamison had once called him asking about, quote, special bullets, end quote, that could be used to shoot spirits.
You're not related to this guy in any way? You looked that up?
No.
You know how they say you never trust someone with 2 first names? This guy's got 4 of them. It's
So
a
you
lot.
take
It's a lot.
you maybe not consciously, you take the easy way out, much like you take the easy way out when you're confronted with ghost evidence. Oh, wind.
Ryan, not the season for
Shoes,
it. Not the season.
Shoes pivoting. I
Nope.
just thought I'd make that point.
Let's not discuss that this season. Very impressive.
There you just heard it here first. You get away with $500 million. That's cool, but if you don't do it with some pizzazz, Shane is disappointed.
How hard is it to rip off a mustache?
Oh my.
I mean, they even had a moment, a really badass moment, where he said, we're not arresting you, we're robbing you. Bars, gambling dens, and brothels.
Yeah.
Now, currently, nowadays, I've said this before, but we have a lot of entertainment at our disposal. I've got YouTube, I've got my PlayStation, and pretty much that's it. But back then, not a lot to amuse yourself with. So I would for sure, every night of the week, be down at a bar, a gambling den, or a brothel.
So this is part of the recurring theme that you've had throughout the show, where if there weren't modern devices, you'd be
I'd be a monster.
an insane psychopath.
Yes.
At the very least, it places her inside his apartment.
Yes.
All the investigators are trying to do.
I like that.
So maybe.
Any talk of mustaches in that one?
I didn't look into that.
No, maybe do a little more research next
Okay,
time
well.
on the mustache front.
Okay, I'll make sure, I'll write that down here. Let me get that pen. Actually, I don't care. Also, a spy suicide seems like, wouldn't they have like a fucking
You'd think
cyanide
you'd be
pill?
better at that, yeah. Cyanide pill.
I'll tell you one thing, you don't need 50.
Do those really work as quick as they do in the movies?
I think so.
Because, yikes,
What's
when
the
they bite down them in the movies, they're like, oh, are you going to kill me? And then there's like foam right away. I don't know how that stuff works, gotta be honest.
Well,
I think
I
that's abundantly clear.
Yeah, we're not gonna do any kind of like trials, so.
Not till the series finale.
Yeah.
A 28-year-old man named Edward Andrassi was found near Kingsbury Run at the base of Jackass Hill.
That's actually what that's named. I know that was gonna elicit some kind of giggle.
Sucks.
So just get it.
Sucks.
Just get it out of the way.
All aboard!
All right. I'm not as excited anymore, but let's get into it.
Now, how did they, at this point in time, I don't know what their forensics are like, how do they know what a half hour is? Do they just sort of like...
I mean, he just goes over.
Let's see, that's half hour blood right there.
Yeah, that's 30 minutes. Maybe they had a bloodhound? I don't know.
That's not what bloodhounds...
No, I don't know. I know bloodhounds use to track things, but
You don't feed them blood and they don't...
You don't feed bloodhounds bags of blood?
You feed a bloodhound some blood and it barks for every minute.
And it goes, A positive, universal donor.
Dead for 30 minutes. Wasn't there an old tale of someone who, for science, told the person getting executed to blink as long as they could?
Oh, see, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like if you were a piece of shit your whole life, you're getting executed because you're an awful
like,
person.
just
the least
do-
you could
do
do
this thing for
one
science,
solid on the
man.
way out.
Give us, yeah, a little something.
You'd be even better. Not blink. What if they were like, why don't you give us a
wink?
like a because your vocal cords are gone, right? So but you could wink. You give a little
I mean,
wink,
I guess
a
it
little cheeky
depends.
wink.
I would ask them to chop it just below the vocal cords so I could kind of roll over and be like, hello, my baby. I've committed them to memory.
Good. Lock them in. Throw the key out. Okay, you could swallow it too.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oops.
Holy Jesus Christ. So stupid.
Good bit.
Then, boom. Wouldn't you?
Or just from the, like,
No, but he got shot in the back and went through the back.
in the back. That seems awkward. Like, fingerprint. Like, it just seems like he's just sort of backpedaling there.
He was just like, fingerprints.
He didn't just look fingerprint. He
I just
didn't.
needed, I need fingerprints. That's
Yeah,
what it
sure.
was. You get it. The
Impressive.
guy gets the job done.
Yeah.
Unlike our boy Cece, who went to go get the job done and then became a job himself by going missing. This man.
Don't worry, CC's on the case. Oops, I've been murdered.
Someone come find me now.
Don't worry, help has arrived. Help! This just feels like, when people shame furries and, just let them live their life. If they want to dress up like a pony.
Okay, this is the furthest thing from a furry. A furry is just dressing up as like a furry creature because you kind of you have a sexual thing.
Why are they so muscular all the time?
I don't care about that. Dressing up as a furry animal is a far cry from dressing up as a serial killer. That's
But it's like
fucking weird.
It's like a horse with like pecs, right?
I think you're getting lost in the furry culture.
It's strange.
You just said people were
I mean,
shaming
I'm
them.
not shaming it. I don't understand it. This makes me wonder if he, in his mind, thought he was sort of a vigilante justice type. Because Bruce Wayne was a very successful, very powerful man.
Are you comparing the torso killer to Batman?
I'm not.
It sounds like you're comparing the torso killer to Batman.
I'm just saying I think maybe the torso killer thought that he
Is Batman.
was a Batman type. Except Batman never cut anybody's head off. Well, that would really ruin it.
Yeah, Batman didn't kill people. He just knocked them out a little bit. He's not Batman.
Yeah, it's like, here's my scent. I'm a weirdo, remember?
Smell it before you go to sleep at night and think of
Think of the drives we might take. I love you, I love you, I love you.
You decoded the letter, right?
Yeah, I'll get to that.
It's like a 2-layer dip that you have at a Super Bowl party, and you're like,
and something at the bottom. Where do these beans come from?
oh, what about that cheese? Put a little salsa on top, 3-layer dip. There may be a 3rd layer here. I'm not gonna disclose everything.
I'm getting hungry for mystery.
Kind of a douche.
Yeah, I'd say. Well, I mean, you could say that about most murderers, right?
Yeah, they're all douches.
You ever think anyone that was someone's last word to a murderer?
You're a douchebag, Slash.
Spread out your tarps and just.
Because I imagine it would be pretty hard to explain this. I know this looks bad.
He's got a head cold.
I can't imagine if I was upgrading my home security and in the couple days that I was doing it, my house got robbed.
That happens.
Sometimes you lose $500 million.
Yeah.
I would lose $50 in cash, an Xbox One.
I have a precious a butterfly encased in glass.
You have a butterfly encased? Are you like, that's weird, right?
I'm going to head down that road of having a room that's full of bugs and butterflies, and I want it to look like
a serial killer's den? Is that what?
yes, but
because
sort
it's
of like a well-traveled serial killer. Well, but you know what they say? It's not all glitz and glamour. Wait, you just said that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how else to restate it. Sometimes people get murdered in Hollywood. Hello?
Remember that scarf I told you was a...
Why, yes, the most famous piece of evidence in the world.
Yeah, about that. I think my pinky may have hit the 5 when I was trying to hit the 4, and it turns out it's kind of useless and proves nothing. So all that smack you've been talking in the press kind of makes you look like a big fool.
I've wasted my life. You could do anything you want with my body. Throw it out in the street, let the dogs eat it. But I at least want people to look at my body and go, yeah, that's Shane. That was Shane. Who's being eaten right now.
That's Shane in that basset hound's mouth.
Give him a send-off, whatever. Say your kind words about him.
That'd be a happy dog. That's a big-ass bone.
Was he a good actor?
He only acted in 1, so I'm gonna...
Nope.
He was a big deal back then, all right?
Okay.
Leave WDT alone.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh, look, I'm not calling into question his talent
Yeah.
or his reputation.
This is coming from the auteur of Dogs Watch Television for the first time.
It's a good video.
You'd be a very, very bad judge.
Why? Because
Let it be a mystery. Court is adjourned.
breadsticks, boots, burning myself alive.
Holy shit. I'm not buying it.
Okay, great.
I'm not.
You don't have to.
I'm good. Good. It's not purchased. It's on the shelf. It's going to stay there.
I'm not selling it.
I didn't say you were selling it. Someone is. And I'm not buying it.
This metaphor is, where are we in this?
I don't know.